Williams with the ball.
From the D.
There's the feed to George. Clock at 6. That doesn't go either for George. For the Detroit Pistons, they come in off the loss to the Heat. Anthony with the bucket.
And he's starting to get what he wants here early and often. Nice move.
Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
Crowder kicks to George.
Melo. Melo, why you so hype you back?
The Pistons again in transition.
Melo, hype you back with me.
With the steal. And now here's George, the fast break opportunity.
That's another miss. Already they've missed 3 out of 4 to start.
Here's Hood. And count the basket. He is fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
Trying to tell you, the game is that nigga 2K just played.
You can start out shooting 80% from the game. So early offensively, they've been great. That's the way you like to start. And guys, as many rookies do, Rodney Hood hit some major bumps in the road last season. I mean, he came in with the reputation of having an NBA-ready jumper, yet only hit 41% of his shots. He had that foot injury that kept him out for a string of games. However, it really all came together for him in April, the last month of the season.
Crowder, the pass to Gobert. Celtics passing it around. Outside, George. That doesn't go either for George. And getting back to Hood over the last 7 outings of the season, he put up 20-plus points a game. He also, Clark, raised
that's why I traded for him, just for moments like that. KD don't give me those moments.
From the free throw line, pretty impressive numbers.
Well, he was drafted to be a scorer, Kevin, and you're right, very impressive. If he can do that consistently, that'll be nice value for the 23rd pick.
Nobody near Williams. And Gobert kicks to Williams. Kept alive by Boston. Here's George. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle on a lot of contact.
Man, who want to play me full quarter, man, after this, man?
Yeah, easy call.
This is my last time losing, man. Like, them 2 I just lost, them 2 close games I just lost on the accident.
No doubt last
They're mid, bro. They're mid, bro.
I mean, had to sit out most of it after that gruesome leg injury in the Team USA scrimmage.
Thomas dishes to Anthony.
You can sit down. Thanks.
There's the pick. An easy layup at the
That's why I wanted that nigga. He could do all that. I need that post, bro.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of
I'll
fighting
be all
over
in
those
there.
screens.
Hi, Mommy.
Stop acting crazy, boy. Your mom in there. Stop acting crazy if I pop the hell out of you.
Especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
And thinking back on George's injury, still a very graphic image in everyone's mind, but he was able to bounce back.
Yeah, it was great to see him get some
that's it. He
game
Puerto Rican.
time before the end of the season after that horrific injury. A credit to him for working as hard as he did, as well as to the training staff that got him back to be able to play before the end of the season.
You know, right call. Gave the officials no choice there. I mean, they've got to make that call over the back.
Yeah, I mean, he went chest first into the man in front of him. My goodness, I'm not an official, and I could have gotten that one right.
Outside for Thomas. Gobert with the block. But they recover it. It's Anthony with the drive.
Right here. Make these motherfuckers play defense.
Retain possession. And so the ball out of bounds. Gobert touched it last.
Yeah, that's a super defensive play. If that gets through, no doubt they score.
And that's why he sold out for it, because he knew he had to make that play. He wasn't going to let them get the advantage.
Just 5 on the clock. Here's Valanciunas. And that one goes long. So for the Pistons, their last game of loss to the Heat in Miami. Thomas with the steal. And now the Pistons fast break. Launches a 3. And Anthony with the basket on the assist from Valanciunas. And it's 9 points.
Melo, I really like to apologize. You never was playing bad for me. I just got rid of you on some weird shit.
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
And the other thing that's been equally as effective is the fact that they've gotten out on the fast break. A lot of points coming in transition.
Fareed at the elbow. Outside Thomas. Jacks up a three. That doesn't go either for Thomas. Celtics trailed by 5. Williams outside. No luck.
Hit the run.
Out of bounds.
You know they played me, man. I don't know how that happened. I don't know if it's because that little punk ass lag. That's bullshit. I just hit square once. That was a direct pass.
Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
Now the dish to Gobert. The timely screen gave him a step, and he took it all the way.
Give an assist there, not for the pass, but for the solid screen set on the inside that freed him up and made the layup possible. It has not been an easy quarter for him, at least offensively speaking.
Here's George. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. I mean, much better off making him go to the line.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Everyone understands the importance of Paul George to the ball club. That's why taking his offensive game to the next level would be so beneficial.
Yeah, he has all the physical tools.
Hey, Melo ain't missing nightmares. I'm trying.
If he wants to become a top 5
hey, Gio, he's go for me, bro. I swear he do. I'm like, I'm about to get him back. He earned it. He earned that get back. Him and Fareed.
PG. Paul George, so much focus has been on extending his range, but ever since he started launching over 5 3-pointers a game,
nigga, I ain't losing no more after this day.
Maybe time for him to balance out that.
I'm getting off work with a vengeance. I'm about to change my profile pic, all that. You know how it go. And new name and all that. You know how it go.
And your Rebko is subbed in for Oubre.
Move.
Kevin Garnett is
killing it on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
And guys, talking about Paul George, the continued improvement of his ball handling is key to generating more offense. That was a weakness of his coming out of college. He's worked on it, but making it a strength the way LeBron has would go a long way toward getting him to that next level.
from the wing, and he can't bank that one in.
No problem.
No other way to put it. Just a
jam. I mean, just beautiful.
That pass into the paint, that is a work of art there, dead on target.
Crowder with it. Now Garnett defending. Shot on the wing. Yarebko can't get it to go. Detroit's gone a meager 106 from three-point land since we got started tonight. Pushing it up. Outside, George. The leader. And the shot is good. George has got 10 points. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stance for Boston?
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive.
I love my veterans, man. I swear. Nigga, they ain't going nowhere, nigga. Him, Pierce, and the Jack, they ain't going nowhere, man. I don't give a fuck how bad they feel. Yeah. I was shocked he was there still.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the league grows.
I said, look, man, I'm like, oh shit. Remember what happened? What yesterday? I'm like, oh, this nigga still
by storm with his energy and hustle.
Yeah, I'm like, I ain't getting him. And now I went there, I'm like, oh, this nigga still there? He got to get got.
Very similar.
Getting back to Fareed, the numbers through last season.
I'm about to let that nigga
tell
sit
a very
there.
Interesting story.
I got 3
his field
vets
goal
on my
percentage has gone down every year, while his free throw percentage has gone
really folk. I got Josh Smith too.
His rebounds, assists, steals, block numbers have all stayed relatively flat. You know, he's making a positive contribution, but maybe not at the level of that contract extension he signed back in 2014.
Hey, what's up?
And who has been a greater enigma than Roy Hibbert, a guy who can look like an all-star Clark one game and an undrafted free agent the next?
You got Alan Crabb.
The kind of swings Roy has had, he's been really good at times. Sometimes he gets in his own way with overthinking
my whole
things.
old team.
I think he's got everything he needs to be an upper-tier center, upper echelon center. Just has lacked consistency the last year or two.
Fareed,
I'm gonna put me on my ass.
The Celtics with the lead. Here's the screen from deep. Morrow kept alive. Uredko, the pass to Morrow. To the inside. Tries again.
Right now.
And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Mike Fire, that big ass.
And on the topic of Hibbert, he was
that.
an enigma in college. Had a very encouraging junior season. Looked like a future lottery pick. And then that uninspiring senior season, which kind of dropped his draft stock considerably.
You know, going back to Hibbert, last season was a perfect example of what we're talking about in terms of consistency. One game he puts up 22 and 8, the next game 2 and 1. But you know, every team in the league would like to be in the Roy Hibbert game once the finally goes on and stays on.
I want that
consistency, the challenge for Hibbert.
And the Pistons decide to take their first timeout right here.
And guys, looking at Roy Hibbert, just a mountain of a man, listed these days at about 7'2", 290 pounds, with a wingspan of a pterodactyl. I mean, a true game changer inside when he's motivated and on his game.
Man, my brain never lied. When I
Hibbert hits them both.
Hate it.
Well, talking about Roy Hibbert, he doesn't just have size. He has a strong lower body, too. Very hard. And you know this, Spark. You worked for the organization. You saw it firsthand. Very hard to back that guy down in the post.
Yeah, and for years he's worked on ways to complement that size with improved training and footwork, even indulging in MMA one off season. Tell you what, he'd be one scary super heavyweight if he went the full distance in MMA.
Agreed.
And you know, guys, a high-energy post player like Kenneth Fareed excels at doing the dirty work. As a matter of fact, he's nicknamed the Manimal for good reason. Very few players in the league possess this combination of energy and aggressiveness.
Stolen by Terry.
Look at the jet, man.
Drops in the breakaway.
Look at defense, man. I love my bets, dog.
In those fast break points.
Greg, they sure have. I mean, maybe it hasn't helped put them in front, but they're clearly better off playing up-tempo basketball.
Dellavedova from outside. Tries again.
There's no call. Let that nigga, grown-ass nigga,
and
work.
That one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Pretty clear. They're dominating that area. They've come out with a lot more energy.
Where the jet going? He's cutting to nowhere.
Got it. Nice one there.
That was dumb. Too old for that.
Dellavedova's got his first points in this one.
That's how you make an impact with defense. And once the steal is made,
man, Melo is too much when I'm under my control.
Floor's open. Take care of business.
Always an advantage.
He's 6 for 10, 13 points.
Open floor, you get much better rhythm offensively, and this lead, I think, is headed up.
They set the pick, and it's Uredko, top of the key. Shot clock at 6.
You got more.
And the basket by Morrow. Pistons trailed by 3. Terry kicks to Garnett. The wide open look here for Terry. And Boston with the rebound.
And listen, sometimes even the best of us are going to miss the easiest of opportunities. Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
Greg, no problem for me with that call. I mean, he was still sliding right there.
The
would like that whole ass call.
8 of 8 at the line.
You just have to be more disciplined. I mean, too many fouls and free throw attempts for the opponent.
You know, it's one of the things coaches like least is giving away points. I mean, they've been a step late. They've been caught reaching. They've got to tighten things up at the defensive end.
To the paint. Fareed dishes to Garnett. No good. So the Celtics will take it the other way. Morrill kicks to Hibbert. Dellavedova from outside. It's good for a second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agility.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up.
And really nothing like a good old-fashioned throwdown to get a team going.
And Greg, they do need to get going. They wouldn't mind, shaving a couple more points off that lead right away.
Well, if the defense keeps giving up easy baskets like that, it won't be a lead for long.
Outside Anthony. The offense coming free and easy as we...
I think when we play, you don't see the lag. It just be on my end. That's scaring me. I mean, you gonna get the best version of it.
Second about ready to get underway.
You still win.
When you consider how the Celtics are doing, guys, what jumps out to you, stats-wise?
Right from the start, they have been able to really own the paint and just dominate the backboard.
Well, Greg, you can't dominate the boards unless all 5 guys are making the effort to box out and chase down the ball.
On the floor for Detroit, we've got Pierce. Terry is up there with J.R. Smith. Then there's Robert Sacre, and it's Porzingis in the power forward. For 3, Smith. Rebounded by Urebko.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And, guys, you know that rebounding is a huge part, a huge component of winning games. It's not a glamour stat, but it's necessary if you're going to be a winning team.
That's a quick bucket there. Solid in transition.
Well, he loves the chance to get out and run, and you can see right there why he does.
Dishes it to Morrill.
Short.
Here's Hibbert. And the layup's good off the glass. Hibbert's got 6 points.
And the rebound and the follow show you what he is all about. Gritty and determined with the soft touch to match.
Here's Pierce. And Hibbert with the block. And a fast break now for the Celtics. He kicks it to Morrill. Back to Hibbert. And that one is stuffed right through.
His eyes just simply light up when he gets that close to the bucket. And you just know what he's going to do with the basketball.
Count it, and the Celtic lead has been cut to just 7 on the basket from Smith.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
Pass to Porzingis. Rebounded by the Celtics.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed. And Detroit was a 32-50 record last season. They didn't have any help from the schedule. They had a total of 22 back-to-back series on the year, tied for most in the league. You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
And the foul on Jason Terry. That's foul number 2 for him. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. And then Hibbert with the dunk.
Taking it to the rack with power right there.
And hammering down with the 2-handed slam.
Just piling on the lead with the dunk like that.
Greg, you just said the Pistons had a ton of back-to-back games. 44 were part of their back-to-backs over their schedule. Clark, they went 15 and 29 in those games.
And that's part of the reason why the NBA wanted to examine the schedule. I mean, it was a tough year for the Pistons. It's hard to get any momentum when you're playing that many back-to-backs.
Man, it's cold, man.
The Pistons decide to talk it over.
I think he just wants to tinker with the game plan a little bit, and I think that's a wise timeout.
And part of it too, Greg, was he saw some things going on out there that he didn't care for.
And a new group in for the Celtics. Andrew Bynum's checked in for Hibbert. Patterson comes in for Urebka. Oubre's checked in for Anthony Morrow. And it's Williams in for Powell. Then for the Pistons, Jonas Valanciunas, he's checked in for Robert Sacre. And it's Isaiah Thomas in for Jason Terry. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Upside Thomas. Shoots from the high post.
That's tipped.
And that's out of bounds. Detroit will retain possession. Five to shoot. And Valanciunas penetrating. And they'll keep possession. Nice shot by Porzingis. Celtics leading by 7. Dellavedova, the pass to Patterson. Bynum dishes to Dellavedova. Williams for 3. Here's Bynum. Rebounded by Valanciunas.
Usually if he gets to the rim, he's converting it into points. But the defense stood tall there. Cutting into the lead with a huge one-hand throwdown.
That's how to get your team back into it.
Yes, sir. I tell you what, guys, that might also put a little spark into those guys.
It's taken away by Smith. Here's Thomas. That's short off the rim.
Trailing here in the game, you can look at his performance as a direct indicator of why they're losing.
Oubre kicks to Dellavedova. And 2 free throws coming up.
Wow, what did he do? Where Hibbert come over and why didn't nobody say shit?
Yeah, the defender all over him.
Yeah.
Greg, he got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
I'm tired of playing on
That
the
free throw
road,
good
man.
from Dellavedova. So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses. Pistons trailed by 6. Finished off the break. Porzingis has got 6.
Really good ball movement there in transition.
Like, what the fuck?
Out of bounds. Detroit takes possession. Well, Paul Pierce hinted that he could hang him up soon. He had that amazing run. Has nothing left to prove in the NBA. And I would say, of all the players in last year's playoffs, had some of the most dramatic individual shots we have seen from one guy in a long time.
He did, and you know, you forget, he's done that really over the course of his entire career. It's just kind of funny to see him doing it in a Wizards jersey, but you talked about it. He's going to go down as one of the all-time greats, no doubt about it. So many big moments over the course of his career, and also for all the kids out there, the best maybe footwork we have in our game. If you want to improve as a player, watch Paul Pierce's footwork.
If they could end every possession with that shot, they'd be happy. 9 times out of 10, that's an easy layup for them. And the transition defense now, guys, non-existent, invisible.
Yeah, 3 straight fast break buckets here. The D seems to be sleepwalking.
Here's Bynum. And he stuffs it in on the jam.
Well, that was a dynamic 2-hand dunk there.
Right in the face of the defender.
Just tough and gritty with the elevation.
Well, the competitive nature was on display early in the career of Pierce. I mean, he has willed his teams to win his entire career and is baffled by anybody who doesn't want to win as bad as he does. Coach needs to do something to get his team back on D to put an end to these fast break points.
I mean, they are getting run out of the gym. That's 4 straight baskets now in transition.
Now a timeout called by Boston.
And that competitive nature that you talked about with Pierce, that's really what sets him apart. He had so many great clutch moments in the postseason. Easily one of the most clutch players in recent memory.
Some changes for Boston. Rudy Gobert, who's checked in for Bynum. Paul George comes in for Oubre. And Jake Crowder's subbed in for Matthew Dellavedova. Carmelo Anthony is checked in for Detroit. And George gets it to go.
Boy, you got to love that assist by Darren Williams.
Pistons trailed by 7. Thomas up top. He's guarded by Williams. Thomas, no good.
Well, it's hard to believe that we're at this point in the game and he still hasn't registered a single point.
George with the ball. Now Smith defending. Patterson passes to Gobert. Feeds it to Crowder. The second chance effort. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
Checking out the game Rudy Gobert is having. He has 8 points, and he's rejected a shot over the course of the game, too.
And it easily could have been more. He's played an effective game at that end of the floor.
And he's good on the second. Pistons trailed by 8. Thomas dishes to Anthony. Here's Valanciunas. Thomas kicks to Anthony. Off the screen. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
You know, for Carmelo last season was Murphy's Law. What could go wrong did go wrong. After signing Melo to a max deal, the Knicks management expected a bunch from him. But with the new offense and a bad knee, it didn't happen.
And Anthony drops them both.
And
getting back to Carmelo last year, that team really became devoid of talent. In some games, Greg, in games that he played, he seemed like the only scoring option.
You know, we talk about needing a big 3 to compete for a championship. And for over half the season last year, the Knicks basically had a big half. I mean, because Carmelo missed that half. And when the deck is stacked against you like that, sometimes it's better to fold your cards and live to play another day. And that's really what Carmelo did.
Thomas against Williams. On the wing, George. Williams kicks to George. 6 on the shot clock. The Celtics need to get a shot off. From 12 feet out. That's tipped. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Pistons trailed by 6. Anthony, no one around. They get it again. Gobert with the block. And so the ball out of bounds. Gobert touched it last. Patterson bringing the double. Anthony against George. That's a 2 from Smith. That's in there. Anthony with the assist. And that's now 7 points for Smith.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Great ball movement.
There's the dish to Gobert. Nice ball movement by Boston. Patterson passes to Williams. 4 on the shot clock. From the line. No good. Good D by Thomas.
He has yet to get into the flow of this game. His teammates have done their part, but they need him to pick his game up. He's going to play his way right onto the bench and out of the game if he continues to shoot it like he has so far in this quarter. Oh, Maestro, he is so good at making those lead passes, like conducting an orchestra.
Took him no time at all on that one. 19 points for Carmelo Anthony.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Williams attacking. That one's good. Just his 3rd make brings him to 3 for 8 in this game.
Looked like he was channeling Bob Cousy right there. Since when does he take guys off the dribble like that?
Valanciunas dishes to Thomas. Launches it. Looking to end his cold spell. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. That's on Patrick Patterson.
And guys, as much as Isaiah Thomas can help you,
Isaiah breaking the line, keep breaking.
On the defensive side, immediately posted up by whomever he's guarding, you have to give help. And of course, that leaves your defense vulnerable, particularly on the weak side and controlling the defensive backboard.
Williams attacking. The pass to Gobert. And Patterson kicks to Williams. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
And you know, one thing about Darren Williams, he used to get to the charity stripe at will. At the height of his career, he's averaging almost 6 free throws a game. The last couple seasons, he's been down around 3.
And Clark, for Darren Williams, he clearly has the handle and the strength to get to the basket, but no longer the explosion that we're used to seeing.
Yeah, you know, he's had some ankle injuries, and that certainly is a part of that. And he's also in his 30s now, so largely a perimeter jump shooter, but still can impact the game with his deep shooting and playmaking.
And George, here we go. Can't drop it in from the right block. The offensive rebound. Valanciunas passes to Anthony. Thomas gets the bucket.
And not his quarter, scoring-wise. Just 1 of 7 from the field.
To the inside. Porzingis passes to Valanciunas. Gobert with the defensive effort. Shoots the 3. No luck. Anthony with the defensive effort.
Even with every shot clanging off the rim, he seems determined to keep hoisting up these threes. It might be time to get inside of that arc.
In the corner, George with it. To the middle. It's off his leg. And the ref's whistling a kick ball.
14.
A minute 20 left here in the second. Williams kicks to Gobert. Dives for it. And that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Anthony. Drops in the tray off the fast break. Anthony's got 9 points in the quarter.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Fadeaway was the right shot there because he got his attempt away from the defender, but the touch was poor.
They wouldn't want all of their guys shooting a 3 on the break, but when it's him, he's got the green light. Clearly a 2-for-1 situation here, guys.
Oh, without question, Greg. I mean, the wise move would be to get themselves a quick shot so they have an opportunity to get that 2-for-1.
And Valanciunas kicks to Thomas. Ball's knocked loose.
That would have been lucky had it fallen. Poor shot selection.
Yeah, look at the coach's face and the expression. It says all over it. Are you kidding me? He is just tearing it up this quarter. That lead's not going anywhere while he's this high.
And Williams, here we go.
No call.
Happy to see that one go in. He's shooting 4 for 10 with that basket.
Really, the defense is helpless to stop a layup right there. Just too much of an advantage in terms of the mismatch.
With 4 seconds on the clock. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. Pistons have gone 6 of 9 at the line.
And as a unit, guys, they only shot 70% from the line over the course of last season. Not the kind of percentage that they were hoping for.
And, you know, whenever they get into a stretch where it looked like maybe they would turn it around at the line, they would immediately take a step back.
I'm going to close that hand, bro.
Welcome back, everybody. The start of the second half getting underway. Both teams battling hard through the first half.
Melo having a terrific game. He's got 26 points, and he's come away with 2 steals as well. He's blown up some plays out there.
And it also shows you the importance of intelligence as a defender because he has been a nightmare on the ball.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now. Brought to you by Gatorade. All filled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. On the floor for Boston. Matthew Dellavedova is out there with Powell. Then there's Jerebko. Then there's Anthony Morrow. And it's Hibbert in at the 5 roaming the paint. Thomas dishes to Valanciunas. The call will go against Jerebko. That'll be his second foul of the game. Boston on D. 7-point differential. Anthony drives in. Outside for Thomas. That one falls coming off Anthony's feet. Anthony's got 6 assists here tonight.
You know, I don't think that was the shot they had in mind, but they'll take it.
Here's Hibbert. Rebounded by Valanciunas. Valanciunas has got his 7th rebound here tonight. Here's Anthony. Again, the Pistons score.
And just a little bit ragged defensively there, Clark.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kev. I mean, too many empty trips.
They start calling fouls. Niggas in trouble.
And they start the second half with 3 straight misses.
Hood kicks to Thomas.
They start calling fouls. Niggas in trouble.
Outside Anthony.
Niggas in trouble.
For Boston, they come into this one following
you
a
can't
loss
say that
to
when Melo
Chicago.
playing that great, bro. That's disrespectful.
Sends it back.
That nigga took
And
over
the ball
15
goes out of
shots.
bounds. Last
And he
touch by
shooting
Fareed.
64%. We need this.
Here's Dellavedova. He's guarded by Thomas. Dellavedova, the pass to Hibbert. He dishes it to Jerebko.
Oh, yeah, he in
Just 3 to shoot. Now Detroit.
It's all good in the hood.
Knocked away.
Look at Melo dive. This shit,
The
yo.
Celtics will take it the other way. So Boston ends up going with a new group.
She says she
Celtics
lost.
trailed by 11. Williams kicks to
She
George.
thought she lost it up too.
And it's good. Assisting on the play was Williams. And that's now 18 points for Paul George.
That shot becomes effortless for him when the D is so relaxed.
How can we get that here?
But they get it back. Here's Anthony.
Nigga
And it's
Melo.
good off the back of the rim and in. Anthony's got 32 points.
When he just found your debit card in between the seats of the car.
He's been given
Your
a
debit card.
Time
When
call
he
here.
just
The
found it.
Celtics decide to talk it over. And watching Jay Crowder, he can really beast you up, you know, Greg, and take you out.
Yeah, that's
of
cool.
the
Do
most
that now.
Physical wings, I think, in the NBA.
And you know,
Hurry up, too, because I'm paying for everything
flexible
right now.
athlete, but he makes up for that with that strength that you mentioned. It allows him to control the pace. I mean, he's a bumper and a grinder and hitting a big 3 out
Who's
of
that,
the
expedited?
He's what we call a true gamer.
Yeah.
Here's George. And he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
No, he's not, bro.
Major league big boy.
Yeah, he ain't mad for
And he
real,
keeps
bro.
a tight grip on that rim after the finish.
Yeah, maybe that'll give them a little bit of that swagger that they seem to have lost.
Boy, he threw out some punishment with that 2-hand throwdown.
And Clark, now's the time to do it. Continue to attack that rim.
Here's Patterson.
Wait, hold on. Where's Fareed at? Why he letting that nigga shoot that shot?
Detroit leading by 10. Thomas dishes to Anthony. And Anthony gets double teamed. And Fareed kicks to Hood. Screen by Fareed. It's out of bounds. The Pistons able to retain possession here.
Who won it? You?
In the third quarter, with just over 3.5 minutes on the clock. Hood gets the bucket.
Oh, fuck.
It's really hard not to notice the difference in the passing of these two teams today.
Good try.
It's a stark discrepancy when you look at the assist columns and you see that difference as far as the fluidity in their respective.
I hope Nightmare win this.
It's Williams with the drive.
He said he ain't stuck. Cause I'm not losing no more to nobody, man.
Here's Valanciunas. And fouled hard that time. Get to the line and shoot two.
Wow,
it's going to be on Rudy Gobert. And what you have to like out of Valanciunas last season, improved efficiency. The game really, Clark, seemed to slow down for him.
Yeah, he entered the league a little green. I mean, would make a
two
lot
games
of
me and
mistakes,
that nigga 2K just played. Them was the best two games. I lost them by 2 and 3, but them was the best 2 games I played since I've been back.
And for Valanciunas last year, his offensive production was similar to the year before, but he cut down on his turnovers. He also raised his shooting percentage to a career high.
Melo playing so patient.
And that, my friends, is improved efficiency.
Hood kicks to Valanciunas. Valanciunas sets a screen.
Everything good in the motherfucking
down to 5 on the shot clock.
Supposed to be.
Celtics trail by 13. Williams. He gets that one to drop. He's now 5 of 12.
You know, talking about Valanciunas, the light clearly went on last season. He was more assertive, refined his post game. The next step is to extend.
Ain't no hesitation in it. That's why I know a nigga's in trouble. I can feel it. My defense gonna do what it do. I could be down a lot and be comfortable with my defense.
Now here's Williams. He's tightly guarded. Pass to Crowder. And it's good assisting on the play was Williams.
Oh, you talking to me?
Williams got his 7th assist in the game.
Me too.
Worked that one inside nicely.
None I'm up 12. I don't even look at the score, man. I'm the same nigga for all these years when y'all first met. I'm the same nigga every game. A little more common. That's it. Still win a lot. I'm just trying to get back in my 2K mode,
5
man.
points in the quarter.
With the success they've been having from the three-point line since halftime,
I don't know what the
that
Nightmare got
scoreboard
going on, but
starts
I
to
love
look a
it.
lot different.
Jesus, and I love it.
Partner, that's assuming they can continue that hot shooting.
No.
But if they do, and especially if they can get a few stops,
You running out of bounds and shit, telling me you ain't worried about
this
me.
thing interesting. And you know what? His mind's playing tricks on him right now because he's not going to live that one down easily.
Me too. I'm on my lifeline front. It's a lag and delay. Only against you.
15 points. They'll be playing host to Chicago for their next game. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again.
We're on the same page. Every time I play, I just played 2 straight games. Not a lag, except one time.
Outside Thomas. Kicks it to Hood. Outside Anthony.
Oh, yeah, RP. I already know what that is.
Second shot opportunity. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw.
Well, let me admit it. Let me admit it. We playing damn good for that shit.
The 2003 NBA draft was in.
I believe it's doing that, but he playing good as fuck for that. If a nigga, trust me, the game you beat me by a lot, nigga, because I don't lose the niggas by a lot. It was doing everything you saying right now. Right now it's just lagging, it ain't delaying. I can't do that much. It's lagging though, it ain't stopped lagging since we played.
And back to Melo's top 5 draft mates in 2003, all having rings.
Oh, that's why.
That's why you fake.
I just played 2 games, no lag. Stop the broadcast.